You. Let me get together with some influential people I know who don't like Barnes and don't want him as our sheriff. Next sheriff, Greg said. Then we'll set up a meeting, probably day after tomorrow, and come up with a campaign strategy. Sounds good, Mark agreed. Sounds real good, Gunny said, speaking for the first time since saying hello. We need to talk about something else, too. What are we going to do about John, since it's clear Barney don't intend to do nothing about him? What did you have in mind, Gunny? Rob asked. We talked about a few options on the way over here, but I'd like to have a meeting in the morning with our extended security committee and see what everybody thinks. Can you two make it? He asked Greg and Rob. I can't, Greg said. I need to get on this election thing, but Rob can speak for me. I'll be there, Rob promised. The three men said their goodbyes and headed home for dinner. The next morning at 10, Gunny called the meeting to order. In addition to the regular members and the guests who had attended the last meeting, Olga Jensen was there. She had been selected mostly by the women to take Susan's place. We're here to determine what, if anything, we should do about John and his gang of MZBs. Gunny was using his formal report to the commander English, Mark noticed. It's apparent that the interim sheriff intends to do nothing about the situation. John believes Mark is dead, and if he finds out that the karate man is still alive, there's no telling what he might do. Does anyone have any suggestions? What do you think, Gunny? Ted asked. Ted, I have an opinion, but I prefer to hear what you all think first. What did you mean, if anything? Olga asked her first official question. Just that. One option is to do nothing, Gunny explained. That may be an option, Olga contested, but it's one I can't see us doing. Kurt and Susan were our friends. They can't stand up for themselves anymore, so we have to do it for them. I agree, Shapiro chimed in. If we let John get away with this, we're no better than that do-nothing deputy. I think we have to hit them before they hit us again. If John thinks Mark's dead, maybe we can use that to our advantage. Most everyone's head nodded in agreement with Olga and Shapiro. It almost sounds like we're looking for revenge, Ted said. Is that what we want? I mean, Lord knows I'd like to see John pay for all of the wrong he's done, but I want justice, not vengeance. That's not what I meant, Ted, Shapiro said quickly. But we can't do nothing, can we? To me, this situation is no different than the one we had in Waco, Rob said. We have a bad group that's hurting other people. If we have it in our power to stop them, then we have a moral obligation to do just that. It's not about getting even, it's about doing the right thing. Mark spoke for the first time since the meeting was called to order. Ted, I don't think anyone here wants to do this for revenge. If anyone's in a position to want that, it's me. Not only did John kill Kurt, Susan, and the Watsons, he tried to kill me. I don't want revenge. I want justice, just like you said, and like Rob said. We have an obligation to stop John from hurting others if we can. Hopefully we can get him and his group to surrender, and we can turn them over to the proper authorities. If all goes well, we'll turn John over to Rob, who will hopefully be the next sheriff. But we need to go into this with our eyes open. The chances of getting John to surrender are slim to none. More than likely, people will get killed if we do this. Possibly a lot of us could be killed. We've been very lucky so far. Compared to most, we've only lost a few of our friends and family to violence since the burst. One day, our luck may run out. So think about that before we commit to this. Everyone was quiet for a long moment. Gunny, will you tell us what you think now? I think we have to do it. None of us are safe as long as John is running around free. Mark may have been his target, but remember, Susie said he wanted to take out the whole subdivision. The only reason he didn't was because he didn't have enough men. If he keeps growing his group, soon he will have enough. We have to stop him before he gets that strong. Not just for us, but for everyone who's trying to hold things together until the lights come back on. They took a vote, and everyone voted to strike John and his band of MZBs.